Last time on the Black Gate, we visited the sinful den of Buccaneers, Buccaneer's Den. This is the last spot where Elizabeth and Abraham's trail runs cold. We have no more town to chase them after. So for now, I decided to go ahead and get to know the pirates of Buccaneer's Den. There are two businesses here that are very famous in the den and across Britannia. There's the House of Games, where you can gamble away your money, and the Baths, where you can partake in the company of either sex that you're attracted to. The House of Games, I decided not to really play anything yet. I will in the future. And for the Baths, well, adventuring is long, tiring work, so I decided to go ahead and get a little swim going on and a massage right after. And then I left. Two pirates of note in Buccaneer's Den were Mole and Blacktooth. They used to be friends on the high seas together. However, they had a falling out, and they ended up being friends again. Well, it seems to be leading in that direction anyways. And then pretty much the part ended. Welcome back, guys, to some more Ultima VII, the Black Gate. We are done here in a sinful den of Buccaneers, but we will come back later. Way later. But for now, we're going to go over to the city of Cove. There's my carriage. For some reason I thought I left it back outside the docks, but oh well, it can stay there for now. I'll ride it back all the way to Britain. So why are we in Cove? We're currently, it's evening time. Right. We have to go to bed soon. We didn't talk to all NPCs here, but that's not the main reason. We're gonna do the main storyline. That's pretty much kind of almost all we have to do. There are a few other side quests like New Magencia, which is a place we do have to go to for the main storyline anyways later on. Then we got the City of U, if you can call that a city. So it's part 23. I have no idea how long we're going to spend here in the Black Gate before moving on to Serpent Isle. We got a ways to go. We did all that thing in regards to Lock Lake, so let's try to talk to some NPCs. I imagine they're all in the tavern. It's a pretty cool city. It's a little bit of a side quest here, which is kind of sort of related to the main storyline, which is why I wanted to come here before going off to U. Once we're at U, we're going to go talk to the people, the monks at Empath Abbey, because we got to find the Wisps in order to contact the Time Lord, which is going to start off a very, very long quest line. But for now, let's still talk to some people in here. They're all eating. This is a big table too. I'm gonna sit right here, and everyone else can sit right here too. Around here, rather. Come on, Dupre. And Yana and Spark. Let's just get started. Who's this? You see a friendly woman in her 30s. Name. I am Pamela. Heard about you. Raybert, you're dating the trainer, right? Oh, is he such a wonderful man, dost thou not think? He is so intense and serious. Handsome, too. Oh, I like regal as well. Who's that? As far as dogs go, he is handsome, too. It's good to know. Job. I'm the innkeeper at the Outen Inn. Please come by if thou wouldst like to rest thy weary feet for the night. We may have to. It's almost 8 in the evening. Well, Cove is a city of love and passion, dost thou not know? Thou must be careful. If thou dost stay too long in Cove, thou wilt fall in love with someone. Mark my words. We already chose job, right? Yes, we did. Goodbye. See thee soon. And that must be Raybert. He's the trainer of this town. You startle a fighter who seems lost in thought while he's eating and everything. I'm Raybert. Pamela. You see a hint of a smile on Raybert's face. She and I are one person. It's a little lewd. Okay, I'm a trainer. I specialize in a style of combat that relies on concentration and meditation. It should boost thy dexterity and intelligence, as well as thy combat skill. So it seems like it might be a good trainer for the Avatar if you weren't going to play the Forge of Virtue. Meditation. Most of all combat occurs in the mind before the first blow is ever struck. The key to victory is to first win the inner battle in the mind. Winning that inner battle is what I help my students to learn. Train. Please come to my studio during business hours if thou wishest to train. Goodbye. Raybert bows. What about you? This flamboyant bard exudes a festive aura. I have sung about thee in many a song, and here thou art in the flesh. I recognize thee immediately. The man bows. Welcome, Avatar. Well, this bard has done his homework. Name. De Maria, the bard. Zenaida. My love, my flower, mine angel. The provider of the sweetest nectar my mouth has ever known. She is the light of my day, the notes of my songs, the flesh of my... De Maria stops his reverie, sighs, and smiles at you. Thou dost apprehend my meeting. Yes, I do. We'll ask this in a bit. We'll ask this job first. I spin tales and sing songs. Oh, that's it. So, what can you tell me about Nastasia? Ah, dear Nastasia. Wouldst thou like to hear her tale? Sure. Very well then. I shall tell thee the story of the only unhappy person in Cove, Nastasia. She is the only person in town without a lover. Not that she does not have suitors, she is quite beautiful. All she thinks about is the Shrine of Compassion, which is where thou wouldst probably find her at this moment. De Maria strums his lute and sings. There once was a maid named, Ariana, excuse me, who held the shrine so dear. She asked that her offspring do likewise, and keep it so year after year. Her son Mikhail became mayor, with the goal to keep in fashion the town's old beloved reputation as a city of love and passion. Mikhail's oldest child was Magda. She built Lovers Walk, a fine park, where Cove's lovers, both young and old, could court outdoors in the dark. Ah, but the clouds of misfortune do hide, where the sun's brightness seemeth most fair, and poor Nadia, Magda's daughter, of misfortune had more than her share. It began when Nadia did wed one day to Julius, a not-so-wealthy young lad. He left her with child and went far away. This is a long song. As for Nadia's poor heart, 'twas sad. One day from you the fateful news came that Julius by a beast was killed. Child came early. 'Twas a difficult birth, and Nadia's soul became chilled. With dagger in hand and child in arm, to the shrine did Nadia run. She plunged the dagger into her own breast. Never again would she see the sun. Nastasia grew up an orphan, you see, unloved and unwanted by all. Today, she walks cloaked in solitude, awaiting her destiny's call. And that is poor Nastasia's tale. Perhaps thou canst cheer her. Find her, I beseech thee. Bye. Do take care of thyself. She's a very important character in this game. And also, if memory serves, and bear with me because I only played Ultima VI, The False Prophet once, and that's probably the only time I'll ever play it. Ariana, that he just mentioned, is, I believe, Nastasia's grandmother. And the Avatar met her in the previous game. She was involved, I believe, in finding one of the runes for the shrines. Memory is very, very fuzzy. I only played that game one time. I do remember there was this whole treasure hunt in that game. You can actually skip that treasure hunt if you know where the stuff is. You had to find maps, I believe. Not too well versed in Ultima VI, and I'm probably never gonna play it again, like I said. We'll talk to Heather. Hello again, Avatar, Lord Heather proclaims. Nastasia. I do hope thou canst help her. She needs a man like thee to bring her out of her depression. I believe we already talked about everything else with him the last time we visited, way, way long ago. So I'll just say bye. Do come again and visit, Avatar. This beautiful, earthy woman in her 40s gives you a friendly smile. Name. I am Zenaida, she says with a curtsy. De Maria, you're dating the bard. He's the light of my life. A finer man does not exist, she beams. What's your job? I'm the owner and manager of the Emerald. If I can help thee with food or drink, please say so. I have never had a dissatisfied customer. That's quite the saying. That's impressive. What do you have for drinking? The Emerald serves only the best wine and ale. I cannot recommend the water, however, thanks to Lock Lake. Lock Lake. The stench has made our water taste terrible. That mining company must cease pouring their sewage into what was once a fine lake. Yet we're at the mines of Minnock, up north of Cove, a few parts ago. Food. The Emerald is pleased to serve thee the finest cuisine this side of Britain. Thou mightst wish to try the special Silverleaf. Can you tell me about Silverleaf? She winks at you. Some say it is a powerful aphrodisiac. It is delicious, regardless. It comes from the root of an exotic tree growing somewhere in Britannia. Bye. We got mutton, bread, mead, trout, silverleaf, of course, cake, and wine and ale. We don't want any of those, so I will say bye-bye. Come again soon, she says. Alright. Anybody else around here? Got a nice big keg, wine kegs. It's almost 8 o'clock in the evening. We need to find a place to sleep, or we can just sleep outside, like a vagrant. We could have went to bed back at the Castle of Fire, which I could do. We do have plenty of mark and recall, don't we? Let's check. I got a little bit. We gotta be sure not to overwrite. Redstone goes to Jalom. Apparently it's pronounced Jalom or Jalam. Jalam. I'm gonna say Jalam. Greenstone is... Oh. Yeah, we'll use the greenstone. Or rather, the redstone. That's for Jalam. Jalom. Okay, let's just go ahead and mark something here. I'm gonna go back to the castle. We'll use... green, red. Red is Jalam. Let's just use red. It would help if I mark before doing that. Red. Kalpor Ilem. And no, I don't know what those words of power mean. Some of them have meanings. So that's red. Cove. We'll talk to Arcadian. Home sweet home. Let's go to sleep. Night-night. I think a good 12 hours ought to do it. Exploring Buccaneer's den was... a bit tiring. Especially if you were hanging out at the baths. We went from the baths, that's a place of lust, Buccaneer's den, and greed, over to Cove, the city of, you know, pure love. Arise, Reuben. Time to continue the quest. Why is Dupre on me? Why is he standing on my cot? Get off of there, silly. Alright, let's go back to Cove in a bit. Oh. Wow. Our companions are hungry. They are starving. Well, let's feed them. Very tasty. Very tasty. May I have some more? That hit the spot. Okay. Okay. It's good. No thank thee, no thank thee. Now, how are we doing on food? How are we doing? We're still doing very well on food. Very, very well. Alright, let's go back to Cove. And there we are. Alright, let's go talk to... I think we actually talked to every NPC in this town. I could use a drink, Dupre says. 8 in the morning, too. My goodness. My goodness. Yeah, I think we talked to everyone here so far except for Nastasia. We'll walk around just a little bit. Got a nice little well here. Guess we'll talk to the trainer again. He's in here. And there's the dog. How you doing? Good doggy. Hello again, Raybert says. Job. Train. He charges 60 gold for a session. It is not the first time I have been accused of being too expensive. Well, we can afford you, but we have no need to, because the Avatar is level 7. And his stats are max. He's basically a demigod right now. Practically. Oh, right. We gotta train Shamino later on. It's not necessary now. Let's try to wait till Dupre and Yana reaches level 6. And yeah, it's pronounced Yana, apparently. That's just what I saw on the I think Ultima Codex or that fandom, which is the fandom is probably not a good source of it, but it sounds like that. Let's go over to the shrine. And the shrine here, unlike the other shrines in the game, is actually very well taken care of, as, you know, De Maria says. The Shrine of Compassion even has the symbol of compassion. A ring right there, and there must be Nastasia just taking care of the place. Let's talk to her. The motion immediately grips your heart to see such a beautiful young woman seem so sad. She looks up as you introduce yourself. I'm gonna stop here just before we continue to say, this portrait here of Nastasia is highly similar to Katrina's portrait in Ultima VI. They basically just edited it a little bit. She's got the same hat. Name. I'm Nastasia, she says. Job? She thinks a moment. I suppose my job is to keep the Shrine of Compassion pristine, though it is not an official position. Well, tell me about the shrine. The Shrine of Compassion has been here for many generations, as have all the shrines of Britannia. My great-great-grandmother Ariana made a request in her will that her family line take care of this particular shrine. Great-great-grandmother, not great-grandmother. It has been 200 Britannian years. Take care. I like to think that Avatar is so stuttery, mouth-filled, and is actually saying 1- and 2-letter words. I'm afraid that thou mightest find the other shrines in poor condition. I keep this one, well, nice. And I do it not only to keep alive my great-great-grandmother's tradition, but for other reasons too. Reasons. Thou dost know the reasons. Oh, yeah, we did. Because everyone in town talks about it. Tradition. Some people may think it odd that a young person would cling to the old ways so, but it is something that gives me great comfort. It gives me the feeling that there is something in this world that I belong to. All shrines. Many other shrines have fallen into disuse or have been overgrown to the point of being lost. It is sad. It is. You. My father died in the great forest there. Some wild animal or something killed him. Art thou perhaps traveling to you? Yeah, right after I leave Cove. Oh, Reuben, I didn't say my name. I do wish thou wouldst try to find out something about my father. How did he die? What happened, please? Wilt thou search for the truth and come back and tell me? Sure. Bless thee. I shall be waiting here for thee. Unexpectedly, Nastasia pulls your head down to hers and kisses you on the mouth. Hey, I didn't consent to that. You kiss Nastasia's lovely mouth again. She responds. No man hath done that as well as thee. Oh, I'm not the first one, darn it. She looks up at you with wide eyes. Do it again, my lord. Sure, here we go. You kiss Nastasia yet again. This time your bodies pressed together tightly. And you know this promises to be more than a fleeting fling with some tavern wench. Not like we had one. You can do it again if you like. And that just repeats if you do it again. We'll ask about Ariana. They have fallen in love. Even the Avatar has fallen in love. A little bit of a romantic subplot if you're into that kind of thing. It is kind of optional. You can just not choose to do... Actually, you have to do that, actually. I think this quest is required for the main storyline. I don't think it is, actually. Memory escapes me. Yes, she was my great-great-grandmother, Ariana. I understand that she actually met the Avatar, and he made a profound impact on our life. It is odd, but thou dost resemble the portraits I have seen of the Avatar. I am the Avatar. Nastasia studies your features. Somehow I knew it. It hath been said that thou wouldst return. Julius was her father that died. Thou dost know of my father. I suppose the townsfolk have been talking again. I wish I had known him. There is something within me that yearns for some news of him. Anything at all. Nadia. My mother. She died horribly and by her own hand. That is the true reason I pay homage to this shrine. I hope someday to provide her with the means to rest in peace. Excuse me. Goodbye. Goodbye. She kisses you again and then returns so that she will not see you leave. That was escalating really quickly. It's kind of funny. Let's save. I like how the shrine here is nice and clean, unlike the other shrines. Also, a little bit of a fun fact, you can't delete saves. Look at that. Or you can. It didn't work before. I swear to God, I tried to delete that temp save that I don't need anymore. It didn't work. It would not delete, but now it did. Of course, when I do things on a Let's Play or a stream, it works. When I'm on my own, it doesn't work. But I think we have talked to every NPC here in Cove. If not, we can just come back. Our next task is to go to the City of You, the City of Justice. And I'm going to take a little shortcut instead of walking all the way over there. Kind of no need to do that because we did that last time. You just follow the mountains here from Britain all the way up. Boom, boom, boom. to you. There's also a smattering of houses around here and here that we have to explore. It's very, very easy to miss NPCs in the city of U. They are highly scattered. We have to go there, find out what happened to Julius, but most importantly, we gotta find the wisps. And we gotta talk to a monk at Empath Abbey to find out how to contact the wisps. Oh, did I go the wrong way? It's over here, right? When I talk and move at the same time, I don't pay attention to the game, so excuse me. Let's hope we don't get hurt. Oh, the avatar can take. He's got 60 hit points. That is Jalam. We're not going to go in there. And this is you. That was fast. Fast, fast, fast. This is the main area. Empath Abbey is around here. Let's go south. Actually, no. Let's go to Empath Abbey. We'll go south later. And here's another NPC. Already. The man before you stretches and inhales deeply. Name. Please, my lord. Call me Perrin. I reside here in Empath Abbey. Well, tell me about the Abbey. This is a pleasant location. I like the privacy, which gives me a chance to study when I need to. The Brotherhood is across the road, and I am near a healer. Also, I have begun a study on the effects of dealing with death for Undertakers. I'm using Tiri as a case study. Who might that be? He is the Undertaker who lives just north of the Brotherhood. And what of the Brotherhood? That is the Abbey. The monks who reside there are famous for their ability to produce exquisite wine. Nearby is the High Court and a prison. I'll tell him about the prison. It is located just behind the court, and, he grins, I'm proud to say that is at least one thing about which I know nothing. High Court. The official there is named Sir Jeff. From what I hear, he runs his ship very tight. I do not envy the jailer that works with him. It must be extremely difficult to be near such a strict disciplinarian all day long. Probably. Wine. Thou shouldst try some. The monks have been making it for more than 300 years. Healer. I have yet to meet her, but I know she loves animals. I've seen her playing with the deer and squirrels that inhabit this region. And we chose job, right? We did not. See how I forget sometimes? That may seem dumb, but I feel like I'm not the only one when it comes to Ultima VII. I'm a scholar, my lord. Dost thou want training in the realm of books? Sure. Price is 45 gold for each training session. Ah, he's a trainer. Okay. But I will also teach thee what little I know about magic. No. Very well, my lord. Bye. Goodbye, Reuben. Best of luck in thy journeys. I didn't introduce myself, though. Are we there yet? No. These enemies are. That's you. We got a paladin here. You know, I think this is the first time I encountered a paladin on this side of the road. They're usually like right here with those fighters a long time ago, but not up here. And this fighter has 2 gold pieces. I will take these 2 gold pieces because I need money. We don't need anything else from him. Let's go up this way. You don't want to bring a carriage way up here. Like, it's annoying to get off the carriage and fight enemies. And riding the carriage is actually a little annoying. I forgot about that. Because you get stuck on stuff. Alligator. That's you. Die fool. It's an alligator, Dupre. He's probably going to blame it on being drunk. Also, down here is a very interesting area. This is... Can't read that. It's a little chest game here. Don't really mess with it. I don't think you can do much with it. If you can, then that's new. But down here is a magical locked door. We're not going to bother with this right now, but there is an important NPC behind that door. And you need the unlock magic scroll to, or rather spell, to unlock it. Can't blow it up, unfortunately. Let's go to Empath Abbey. The doors are open. Let all the cold air out, or hot air in. So Empath Abbey was the abbey of, you know, love, I believe? Forget. But now they just make wine. What the deuce? Who's this dude? The friendly-looking monk signals you over to him. Name? He smiles. My name is Craig, my lord. Job? I'm a monk here at the abbey. I am working on an alchemical mixture. What can you tell me about the abbey? Sadly, I am so involved with my studies that I have no time to visit the surrounding area or learn any new faces. Okay. Mixture. Well, my lord, we here at the Abbey will soon be taking a vow of silence. However, it will take some time for all of us to become accustomed to the sound of silence. Therefore, I'm creating a potion that enables the imbiber to become temporarily silent. The concept is very similar to a potion of invisibility. Wow. Well, he looks embarrassed. After reading a book on how we compare to our predecessors, we learned that most people expect us to take a vow of silence. So, he shrugs, we have chosen to do so once I can make that potion. I realize that it sounds foolish, but I truly believe it will help us produce more wine. Wine. The monk's wine is renowned throughout all of Britannia, or so I thought. A puzzled look fills his face. Ah, well, that is no matter. Regardless, I sincerely recommend to thee to try some of our exquisite drink. Predecessors. Surely thou knowest of what I speak. Meditation, silence, ascetics, and so forth. Invisibility. As a matter of fact, my research has reached an impasse, where I cannot determine the nature of some critical reagents. What I need is a potion of invisibility to analyze. Then I could progress from there. He looks at you, hopefully. Wouldst thou be willing to obtain a potion from my studies? It is likely that that thou couldst find one easily at the mage Nicodemus's. So that house we were at earlier south, that's Nicodemus's house. May as well mention that now. Sure. He sighs, obviously relieved. Thank thee, my lord. Bye. He nods farewell to you. Let's go further in. Who else is in here? Ah, this is a comfortable room to me. I don't know. I don't drink wine, I don't drink alcohol or anything. But, I don't know. Just seems cozy, I guess. There's nobody in here, but there are some paintings. So you can totally do something with this. Thou shouldst use the brush and pigments, Ruben. Okay. Do that, and then do this. Looks great. It's just a blue circle. I'm just starting. Do not quit your day job. It's like an utterly pointless thing to do, but it's fun. I like it. I like this game. That's a person. Yes, Shamino, why should I? It's over. I think that's all you can do. Stay within the lines. Avatar's pretty talented. He's like a Renaissance man. Nothing up here, so let's go down here. These things just have grapes. You know, makes sense. Where are the other monks? I gotta talk to them. They might be outside. They're not upstairs. It's like a abbey with like just a few monks. Good day, Craig says. Also, Craig is well, there's a little bit of a side quest involving him. And I'm not talking about the invisibility potion. You'll see. Here we go. We got a female monk right here. We will talk to her while Shamino just gets bolted out of view like that. The monk pulls back her cowl far enough for you to see her face. Name. Thou mayest call me Amy, my lord. Job? As a monk, I'm not sure how to answer that question. I often help to make wine. However, my lord, in my spare time I paint or tend my garden here at the Abbey. Ah, we were in her room earlier. Do you know who Craig is? I am afraid I do not know of such a person. Oh, that's a clue. Abbey. I have spent little time with others in the area. Thou mayest wish to speak with Taylor, for he knows much more about the people, animals, and sights in this area than I do. Who is Taylor? He is a fellow monk. He spends his time studying the plants, animals, and geography of Britannia. Garden. My garden? I have been tending it for years now. I'm a firm believer in the value of aesthetics, so I plant only flowers. Sometimes I sell them in bouquets when people want them, but I do that very rarely. Aesthetics. It refers to the practice or study of all things beautiful. Paint. Yes, she blushes. I have long admired those who are able to express themselves visually. Sadly, she says, laughing, I'm not very good. However, I also collect art. In fact, I have an original Sterling hanging in my room. Perhaps thou couldst see it sometime. If that was in there, I missed it. Bye. Thou wishest to buy a bouquet? You know what? Sure. How much? Dost thou have anyone to give these flowers to? Yeah. Let's just say it's for nostalgia. I'm buying it for a reason, but not for nostalgia. Good. 'Tis always best to have someone to receive flowers. The flowers will cost 10 gold. Dost thou still want them? I think thou wilt find these to be exceptionally beautiful. 10 gold. Well, it is a bouquet. Farewell, my lord. May the sweet scent of beauty never pass thee by. Now, where's that other monk? Is he around here somewhere? Oh, boy. Amy is here. Is he behind the tree? Maybe he's out in the forest somewhere. Let's go to the prison. I like this town, by the way. I mean, not so much of a town. It's like, there's like 4 buildings here or so. But there's other smattering of houses we can visit outside of the main area of view. This is obviously the prison. I can't read that, unfortunately. That must be Sir Jeff, and usually he's supposed to be sitting in the chair. Exalt is... now that I think about it, it's not that good. It could be better. It could be really better. I'll take a little break to rant a little bit, but I watched Majolar's Ultima VII retrospective. All of it took me 2 days. Went by quickly. I went to the comments section, and they were talking about Exalt. I think it was his video. They were talking about Exalt. And one person mentioned that the developers of Exalt, they don't handle criticism too well. Usually stuff like when someone brings up a bug or some sort of criticism that's light, they'll just fire back says, well, it's open source, what do you expect? Or you can do it yourself or whatever. You know, the usual defense. And it's a shame because it's great that we can play this on an engine. It is playable. But I'm seeing things that are off. Like here, Jeff is supposed to be sitting down at the mint. Cynthia is supposed to be sitting down. They're not supposed to be standing up. And plus the formation. You see how, you know, how you've been watching this, you guys, that our companions can't stay in formation. They go all over the place, you know? Wasn't like that in the original. And I actually remember talking to Dominus about it. This is back in like 06 or something like that, 07, 08. I forget what he said. I imagine it's because it just can't be fixed, but here I am playing this in 2020 frickin' 5, and it's still here. It's just things like that. At least it's playable, but it could be better. Records of the High Court of View. Hook! Ah, our chief suspect. Hook is known to be an extremely dangerous killer, a pirate who left his own band of scallywags to become a freelance assassin for whomever might meet his price. It is believed that he is linked to at least 14 murders in Britannia. All the victims had been mutilated with a sharp object believed to be the handiwork of a hook hand. Okay, time out. If he's like here in the High Court book, the Records of the High Court of View, then how come the Mayor of Trinsic couldn't figure this out? It just takes a simple collaboration with, you know, the prison system here in U, the City of Justice, to, you know, put 2 and 2 together. Because they just listed as kind of his MO here. Mutilated with a sharp object believed to be the handiwork of a hook hand. I'm sure there's other detectives out there that can figure that out, but anyways, I'm just making fun. It is not known where Hook resides, but many believe he has a secret hideout on Buccaneer's Den. We will find this hideout in the future. His most recent sighting confirmed that he is traveling with a warrior gargoyle named Foreskis. I almost don't want to say it. That's an unfortunate name. Kellen is wanted in several townships used for thievery. He uses many aliases, including Tervis, Craig, and Hodge. He was last seen near the Forest of Yew, and is believed to have gone to hiding. And Sullivan, the fake avatar, is wanted in several townships for fraud, thievery, and other petty crimes. He is known to be a member of the Fellowship, though the Fellowship has denied any knowledge of such a member. In many reports of the man's crimes, victims have stated that he claimed to be the Avatar. Yep, and that's it. Anything in here? Nope, just knickknacks. The man greets you with a stern, suspicious eyes. Alright, name? I'm Sir Jeff, my lord. Job. I'm the High Court official at the prison here in the Abbey. Abbey. The monks live and study there, but they do little more than winemaking. Well, I know one of them tends the garden. Official. I am the judiciary part of Britannia's government. It is my job to see that criminals are brought to justice. Criminals. We have 2 prisoners here already. Or just already, excuse me. But there are many scoundrels who still roam free. Who are the prisoners? Thou, of course, hast never met them, he says, his brow narrowing. But we have a pirate, and, he pauses, a troll. If thou dost wish to see them, speak with Goth, the jailer. What can you tell me about Goth? He has only been working here for a few weeks, but I already know he is not trustworthy. There is something obviously unscrupulous about him. He is not a friend of thine, is he? Nope. No, he says, watching you closely. Of course he is not. Why are you looking at me like that, man? I'm trustworthy. I'm the Avatar. You should be able to see it from my aura. We're like the ultimate good guy. Scoundrels. See for thyself. The posted bills for known villains are in the logbook in the courtroom. Already read that. Keep thine heart and mind on the straight path, my lord. Like, we're not a thief. Like, we stole a few times already, but that was for quests. There's the troll, and there's the guy. And they are supposed to be standing like that. I remember that from the original for some reason. And also, fun fact, if you commit a crime here in U and get caught, you will be in this jail cell. You may notice there's a lever here. It's a way to leave the jail cell. Might test that out in a few minutes. It's kind of a fun little thing. Oops. The beady-eyed man sneers at you. Name? Goth. Not that it is any of thy business. Job? What does it look like I do? He says, holding up a ring of keys. Gardening? Gardening? What? Art thou daft? He shakes his head. Well, at least thou art in the right area for gardening. Area. Empath Abbey, dolt. He's not very nice. As a matter of fact, know quite a bit about the people who live here. And I just might even tell thee. What is it worth to thee in gold? Nothing. Fine by me. Let's do that again. I'll give you 2 gold. He glowers at you. Thou must do better than that, fool. Well, how about 3? 4? Oh, fine, 5 gold pieces. I will tell thee what I know. He's not up for, haggling. Sir Jeff is in charge of the High Court. He's a real mean bastard, so I would stay away from him. The monks nearby make excellent wine, and Amy doth warm a man's heart. Whatever thou dost, do not waste time talking to the Undertaker. He's daft in the head. Keys. These? They are for the prisoner's cells, witless knave. My guy has a bed here, it's funny. What can you tell me about the prisoners? I will tell thee for 5 gold. Interested? Sure. One of them is named Darrell. He's a pirate from Buccaneer's Den. Ah, what about the other prisoner? Another, eh? Hast thou 5 more gold for me? I guess. This guy. The other one is a troll. He don't talk much, but he's the first troll prisoner I have ever seen. So we can buy the keys. Thou dost want these, eh? He asks, holding up keys. 'Twill cost thee 20 gold. Still want them? Nah. Fine, rot for all I care. Well, we're not in prison at the moment, so let's talk to Darrell. Maybe he can tell us something about Hook. You see a rough-looking man with a bitter expression on his face. Name. Why do you care about the name of a wretch? Why do you call yourself that? And also, when I think wretch, I think of the class in Elden Ring, which I'm thinking about playing again. They put me in here to rot, they have. Who's they? The Britannian Tax Council done it. They and the 2 here, Sir Jeff and Goth. What can you tell me about Sir Jeff? That stuffed cock believes he's above everyone in Britannia. Just because he presides here over the High Court, he thinks he can pass judgment over any and everyone. Well, I mean, that is his job. What about Goth? That thieving scoundrel belongs in here more than I do. Don't trust him if you got a choice. Rot. They told me I'd be here for the rest of my life. I have no reason to doubt them either. Care? You care, do ye? Alright then. I'll tell you my name if you tell me thine. Deal? Sure. Nestle and Jeffrey. Let's just be truthful. We'll fulfill the virtue of honesty by telling us his name. telling him our name, my name. Reuben. Reuben A. Very well, a deal's a deal. I'm Durrell. Britannian Tax Council. Thieves, the whole lot of them, trying to take a person's hard-earned gold. Perhaps they wouldn't need to take all our money if they would go out and earn their own. Job? None now. But till I made this mine home, I was a sailor, a privateer at a Buccaneer's den. Buccaneer's Den. Thou hast heard of Buccaneer's Den, hast thou not? 'Tis the island due east of the mainland, home of these sort of men who walk with peg legs, have hooks for hands, and carry parrots on their shoulders. Har har! That almost sounds like us. We do have a parrot. We don't have hooks for hands. Or peg legs. What can you tell us about Hook, though? Yeah, no Hook. Looking for him, are ye? EB from Buccaneer's Den. Usually travels with some gargoyle named Foreskis or something like that. If you see him, give him my hello for me. He gestures to his clenched fist. He does not seem to like Hook, which probably makes this guy kind of our friend in a way. Thine home. Well, actually, I'm in here for not paying my taxes. After all, I earned the money. Why should I give it to the Britannian Tax Council? That is a fair point, but they do tax a lot here in Britannia. Bye. I get that face from my sight. And let's talk to the troll. Let's see if I can make a convincing troll impression. The first talkative troll in the game. You see a troll sulking in his cell. As he breathes, you can see his ribs protrude out from under his hide. Name? Argyle. Job? He shakes his head. No job. Hunt. Eat. Sleep. Now? He gestures around the cell. No hunt. No eat. Just sleep. Hunt? I good hunter. Catch many things. Not so convincing. I think I was better doing a pirate impression. Sleep? I still do that, he says, shrugging, but not as good as when home. Home? He stares at you oddly and says, with other trolls, flesh face, under bridges. Oh, you mean like the ones I killed along the way here a long time ago? Eat. No eat, he shakes his head. Not feed. Hate jailer, he growls. We have some food. Give me food? His face displays a mixture of surprise and hope. You give me food? I tell you a secret. Yes? Yes. He quickly devours the food. I think. You want secret? Sure. Trolls have powerful ally. He warn us and head when trouble around corner. Oh, been talking to the Guardian, have you? Well, the Guardian's been talking to you. Now I'm just starting to think for the first time, those trolls that attacked us on the way to you many parts ago. Wonder if the Guardian told them to attack us, because this one's talking to us. Wonder if that's like that entire time we fought trolls. Also, fun fact, trolls in Ultima VIII Pagan are absolute barbarians, of course, but if you read the books in Pagan, which are pretty interesting, not much of a reader, the trolls used to be an intelligent race until the Guardian, destroyed Pagan. He grunts, then turns away. And that's it. I think you can rat out Goth to Jeff, so let's try that. Nope, my memory is wrong. I also think we forgot to talk about Shamino, about Amber. Well, he has a new line, I mean. Settle down. That woman, she cannot understand that I must have mine adventuring. I cannot settle down yet. Soon, maybe. Shamino looks concerned. I have grown up. A bit. Shamino bows slightly. Alright, we're done with the prison. Oh, I forgot to do something, actually. Forgot to do something. Let's go ahead and save right here. Back up. That. And we'll attack him. It's not working? Oh. Alright, that's a bit too overkill. Let's just try to steal something. Give me that. Come on. Arrest me already. Take your book. Take all your things. It's not working, guys. Darn it. What the deuce? Oh well, let's just move on. It's so strange you won't do that. Oh well. I think if you steal from someone's house, we'll try that later on. Taking his celery, his leek, his plate is not working. Alright, let's go this way. Where is Taylor, though? I feel like he's supposed to be around here. Let's go up this way. Taylor, I think his name is Taylor, is another monk in Empath Abbey. I want to talk to him before talking to Craig, who is obviously Kellen, the criminal. See, if you do some reading, you can, you know, get up to date on that. He's not up here. I think he's going to be back in the Abbey at noon, so we could probably just talk to other NPCs and just sort of relax, have some fun, and just, you know, explore more of this, this game world. Who is in here? Let's just walk right in. Ah, you're a healer. Lovely. Let's talk to her. The woman greets you with shining eyes. I'm Reina, she says, brushing the hair out of her face. Job? I am a healer. I've chosen to set up shop here near the forest. Animals? She smiles shyly. I very much love animals. When I was very young, I found an ailing dove that I was unable to nurse back to health. Since that time, I began to study the healing arts, so that I would be able to help other animals who might need healing. Of course, she laughs, now that I have the skills, I'll use them to help people too. Forest. I wanted to live and work here because the land is very beautiful. I have found many things to do and see. Unfortunately, the forest is so spread out that I have yet to meet many of the others who live in this area. I do know that the Abbey is just across the way from mine house, and somewhere nearby is a scholar. She appears thoughtful for a moment. Also, I believe there is a prison just east of the Abbey. Yeah, we were just there. I've never actually seen it, she laughs. But rumor has it that the cells are located right next to the court, for quick, easy imprisonment after trial. That's smart. Scholar, from Amy I have heard that he is brilliant and also a bit overzealous to instruct those increasing their knowledge. Amy. She is one of the monks who lives at the Abbey. At this time, she is the only other person I have actually met here in the forest. Abbey. That is how this area, Empath Abbey, got its name, from the monks who live at the Abbey of the Brotherhood of the Rose. They are said to make delicious wine. One of the monks cares for a beautiful garden in her spare time. In fact, I often buy flowers from her. But, she grins, as for the other monks, all that I ever see them do is make wine and wander the countryside. Others. Amy is the only one I have met. I know there are one or two others who make wine there. Flowers. Yes, I get them from my mother. Mother? She looks down at her feet, and then back up at you. It is obvious she is fighting an urge to cry. Several months ago, my mother passed away in our hometown. She was born here in the forest, and had asked to be buried here, near me. Every morning I come out here to visit her and set flowers by her grave. But a lone tear escapes and trickles down her cheek. I'm the only member of our family who lives nearby. No one else is able to visit or leave flowers very often. Her grave looks so bare sometimes. She looks off into the horizon and sighs. It would be nice if there were some way to have more flowers brought to her. She quickly turns and looks at you. I'm terribly sorry for rambling on like that. Please excuse me, my lord. It's okay. We have flowers, though. Her eyes light up as she sees the bouquet of flowers. They are lovely. Thou art too kind, my lord, to bring flowers for my mother. I cannot wait to set them by her grave. Don't mention it. That's why I got those flowers. For thy kindly gift of flowers, I will aid thee for half price, she smiles at you. Dost thou want my aid? No, thank you. I am glad of that, my lord. I am happy to help those in need. I would be far happier if there were never a need. We are hurt a little bit, but we can take it. And also, half price, why not free? I thank thee for the bouquet. May health always follow thee. Don't think you get experience for that. Yes, you do get a little bit. I think we got 40 for each character. But not enough to, you know, level up. I think 3200 is level 7. And surprisingly enough, Spark is higher in experience than YOLO is. Ranged weapons are really good in this game. What's this book? The Way of the Swallow. I'm not going to read that. There's a book down here, though. Not going to read that either. This house is definitely a house. Look, she's got a bedroom here, study area, like writing desk, kitchen with a stove and everything. Some houses are not like that. This game has a lot of detail to it. Really, really advanced game back in the day. Now, the graveyard guy's up here, I believe. Not this house. This is where Perrin is, I think. I think we already met him. Yeah, see Perrin. We'll leave him be. Or we got Rain of the Flowers, the bouquet of flowers. So let's talk to... Nobody in here. This is obviously the graveyard guy. The Undertaker. Ah, the creepy music. If you're patient, you can translate each and one of these runes from the manual and see what these epitaphs say. And that's magically locked there for some reason. There's the guy. You see an unkempt yet dapper man talking to himself. Name. My name's Terry, my lord. Job? How's that? Oh, my job. Why, take good care of me buddies in the graveyard here in Empath Abbey, I do. Buddies? What wrong with the bodies? Oi don't do nothing more than bury 'em. A fellow could get in lots of trouble spreading rumors like that. Bodies. That's right, my buddies. Oi bury 'em. It's my job. He squints at you. Unless, my lord, you're asking about the people here? People? No, of course, oi don't use peepholes. What sort of question is that to ask a fellow, my lord? I didn't say peephole. Well, oi only know a few people here, but I'll try and help as best oi am able. Oi do you want to know about? My two best friends are Garth and Derek, but oi often talk to Nina and Bart when oi get the chance. Recently, that Perrin fellow from across the way has been spending some time with me. He's a real nice chap. A little brainy, perhaps, my lord, but oi like him just the same. Anyone else you'd like to know about? Yes. Well, that Perrin fellow would be a better one to ask than oi'd be, my lord. He knows a lot, that one does. Barry. Barry? Oh, him. Oi don't know what he's talking about. Oi never met Barry's wife. 'Twas just a lie they spreading about me. I didn't say Barry. Oi already told you that's my job. Empath Abbey? What do you mean did oi Empath Abbey? Course I didn't. Oi never went anywhere near Abbey. Who told you that? Empath Abbey. Empath Abbey? Why, this here is Empath Abbey, my lord. Oi don't mean to pray, but if you know it's not where you be, why have you come here? He shakes his head. It's just as oi was telling Dark the other day, if you never want to be lost, oi said, don't ever go nowheres. Bye. Good day, my lord. Have a pleasant journey. I'll tell Mock hello for ye. Okay. I think one of these graves here is Julius's or Ariana's. Excuse me, I'm just really lazy to translate this, though I just realized I can do it while editing. I'm gonna do it for every gravestone, so bear with me. We're done here with that guy. So let's go try to find Taylor. And we're gonna talk to Nicodemus soon in just a few minutes. It's been almost an hour already, darn it. I wanna play longer. I could play longer, but these videos are an hour. I think it's better that way. 10 o'clock in the morning. Let's see if Taylor is back. Could just go to sleep for 2 hours. Taylor, where are you? Maybe he's upstairs? Let's go upstairs. I know Yana's not with us right now, but we'll go back in just a few seconds. It's a nice, cozy little abbey with like two whole monks, excuse me. Craig is obviously not a monk. He is a bad guy. Let's go back outside. I think we'll talk to Nicodemus. Let's see how he's doing. He's another returning character in from Ultima VI, I believe. I forget what his portrait looked like, though. For example, Rudiam was a lot younger in Ultima VI, obviously, 200 years ago. He had black hair, black beard, if I remember correctly. Expor. Hey, Nicodemus, what are you doing? He's playing with knives, he's dancing like a loon. The ether is really doing a number on mages, man. Like, only Rudiam is barely holding it together, and Earthian was the most powerful one able to resist it. Some are, like, worse than others. See how he's doing. While he swings a knife at me, a scissors, I guess. Scissors. Your old friend Nicodemus has a faraway look in his eyes. Let's test out his mental faculties. That is a very good question. Some days I can actually remember. Let's see, today? Yes, I am Nicodemus. 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 Nico. Kukodamus. Ha ha ha. Alrighty then. Job. To go absolutely mad. But that is indeed what is happening. My magic no longer works. Every time I attempt to change something into a drake, it only becomes a newt. Oh, nudie woody scooty booty. He speaks to an imaginary creature beside him. Who asked thee? Away with thee. He turns to you. Sorry, that bloody newt keeps trying to undermine my conversation. Anyway, I suppose I can sell you some reagents, potions, or spells. I must make a living somehow. Somehow. That was some cow. Right, let's buy a potion. Potions? What makes you think I have potions? Art thou sure thou dost not want lotions? I certainly have lotions. Oceans, lotions, motions, votions. Ha ha ha. Wait. Oh yes, I do have potions. I told you so, didn't I? Let's see. I have this black potion here. I am not sure what it does exactly, but I am quite sure it turns one invisible. Dost thou want it for, say, 75 gold? Yes. Here's the potion. What about magic? What can you tell me about magic? Magic? What magic? All the magic in the world has gone completely topsy-turvy. Oh, blurpsy flirpsy. Ha ha ha. Those are silly words, are they not? 'Tis a pity they are not magical. Ha ha ha. My goodness, he's lost it. Reagents. Dost thou wish to buy some reagents? Sure. What wouldst thou like to buy? He's got garlic, blood moss, spider silk, mandrake roots, nightshade. And I just thought, you know, I'm actually glad mages don't have every reagent available. Because it encourages you to go explore and find who sells what, you know? Fine. And also, it reflects on what they know when it comes to magical abilities. I like that. Does I wish to buy some spells? Yes, I do. What do you have for the first spell? He's got Cure, Detect Trap. Okay, don't need those. Spells. Second, Destroy Trap. Do we have that? Enchant, Protection. We have Enchant. I'll double check in just a few seconds. We're going to buy some spells, I think. We don't need any of these, though. Seance. We need this. The Seance spell will cost 85 gold. Agreeable? Yeah. Oh, I already have that spell. Oh, I already have it. I forgot. Got it from someone else. Excuse me. Dispel Field, Explosion, Invisibility, Mass Sleep. No. Fire Ring, Magic Storm, Poison Field, and Tremor. No. Death Bolt. That's a very powerful spell. Delayed Blast, Energy Field. The Death Bolt spell will cost the 155 gold. Agreeable? Yeah. Buy that just for the heck of it. We haven't spent any money in a while. Death Vortex, Mass Death, Summon, and Sword Strike. You don't need those. Bye. Bye, bye. Booby. Booby, bye, bye. Ha ha ha. My goodness, he's crazy. Alright. He might be the worst. We have Destroy Trap, and we have Detect Trap. Alright, cool. Cool. We got some spells, though. Except for 5th, 6 spells, and 8 spells. Let's talk to him again. Who art thou? Nicodemus asks. Oh, I remember. Demember. Ha ha ha. Let's ask about enchantments. Enchant? Thou dost want me to enchant this wretched thing? Thou must have the brain of a toad. Toady, woady, bloody Cody, ha ha ha. Do me a favor, Mr. Avatar. Repair the blinking ether, wilt thou? Do that, and I can enchant thy flower sass, hourglass. Tell that to thy Time Lord. Thou canst also tell him he needs a bath. Okay, bye. Bye-bye. Booby, bye-bye. Ha ha ha. That was fun to try to do a voice acting segment on that. Let's read some of his books, though, before we end this part. Why Good Mages Like Black Magic. I'm gonna read that. I think we already read that. The Symbology of Runes. I was hoping this would talk about why runes can be used for magic as well, just sort of explain why you didn't need reagents to cast in Ultima Underworld 1 and 2, which, I mean, different developers made that game under Origin. The Transitive Vampire, I think we read that. Ritual Magic by Nicodemus. Let's read this. The ability to combine one's power with that of another mage's is fundamental to the casting of enchantments. While standing in an outer triangle of a pentagram, up to 5 wizards may enhance the effects of their spells. The bloodletting from either a goat, sheep, or cat. Cats? What the deuce? No, 1 per mage is necessary. I would never ever attempt this, like if I was in this world. In addition to the consumption of the secretion of a type 3 acid slug, once all the materials are gathered, each mage must stand within one of the 5 corners of a pentagram drawn from the dust of a dragon's thigh bone. That's very specific. Knight's Bridge in a nutshell. Let's read that. That was about that up there, I guess. This is a board game for 2 players. Each player begins with 3 pieces. The object is to move thy 3 pieces in concert in order to force the treasure from the center of the board to thine own side, while all the while thine opponent shall be attempting to do the same. Each turn consists of a player either moving or pushing a piece, followed by a similar action by the opposing player. A legal move consists of placing one's piece in an adjacent, unoccupied black or white square. A legal push is performed when a player forces a piece, either an opponent's or the treasure, one space directly away from his piece. The exception to the latter rule, making a push illegal, occurs when a player wishes to push a piece into the space from which it just left in the preceding turn. If any piece, excluding the treasure, is pushed onto a blue square off the board, that piece is considered lost and is removed from play. The treasure may not be pushed off the board. To win the game, a player must push the treasure to the back row of squares on his side of the board. You can move those statues too up there as well. Oops. Magic and the Art of Horse and Wagon Maintenance. I didn't feel like reading that. We read that a long time ago. Planar Travel, we read that. Miscellaneous Cantrips. I'm not going to end the part right now. I'm going to go out this door though, just because I feel like it. Let's see what's out here. It's a backyard. I like how he locked his backyard door. There's nothing back here either. I wasted my reagents. What the deuce? What the ever-licking deuce? Alright, I'm not going to end the part yet. We're going to go back to Craig with that invisibility potion, which we currently have right here. Let's check this though. That's still like that. We can come back to Nicodemus once we fix the ether, and he can enchant that hourglass. That's going to be way later though. Definitely probably not in the next part. Where is he? Where'd he go? Ah, there he is. Let's go and save, just in case, and talk to him. Hello, my lord. We can accuse him of being a thief. Let's try that first. I can always reload. Ah! Tell me, how didst thou? 'Tis too bad. For thee. Can't move him. Alright, he's got some gold and a great dagger. Let's see what happens if we give him the potion. He takes the potion from you and quickly drinks it. Thank thee, my lord, for helping mine escape. As he fades from view, his laughter fills your ears. He's gone. That's what happens. I completely forgot. I thought maybe he attacks you after drinking the potion. I don't think I ever did that, actually. You know, he's a criminal, but why not just, you know, leave? You can just walk. Let's do this again, though. Actually, you know what? Let's give him the worst death imaginable. Arcadian. Put this man to death. This being is hardly worth a death the likes of which I would visit upon it, Arcadian says. Call upon me again when thou art faced with a more worthy opponent. Can't you just kill him? I'm your master. My goodness. How about you? Here we go. Alright, Craig is dead. In the next part, we'll try to find Taylor and try to figure out what the heck, how we can meet the Wisp, how to contact them. Taylor is the one that will let us know what we have to do.